Hey, yo, what's going on, man? It's Kevin E again with Real Life Reviews. We're the real guys. We are back again with part two of our show again with another review for you.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? So, E, man, what are we reviewing now?
Today, or right now, we are reviewing Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Yeah,
Um,
man, the
I,
last
yeah,
official DCEU movie, supposedly. We'll see.
yeah, yeah. Um, I liked it. I liked it. I feel like the DCEU is not as bad as people have made it out to be. Of course, I'm not going to put it up against the MCU. I feel like the MCU is ahead of the game as far as the superhero franchises. But
Not last year though. Not in
yeah,
2020.
yeah, not the last 2 years, I'll say. Um,
I'm gonna call it ace and ace and a spade a spade. This was the best superhero movie that come out this year.
yeah, it was. Um, I,
And that's
I,
not saying much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they and them. But again, it is the best superhero movie that came out this year, and it
yeah,
goes to DCEU. They finally got a victory, y'all. Let's clap
yeah.
for them.
I feel like the DCU movies can be better, but they're not that bad, except for maybe a couple.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with
this
that.
was one of them. This was
Hmm.
one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, the movie starts off where the other one ends. Um, Arthur Curry, has a new life. He is married to Mira. They have a son, and David Kane, aka Black Manta, is out to get revenge because he killed his father in the last movie. So
Yep.
yeah, basically how it starts out. Black Manta, is working with a scientist, and he's trying to locate some Atlantean artifacts. He finds the Black Trident um, that belongs in the kingdom of Necrus, and he basically wreaks havoc on Atlantis. He goes to get um, a resource called orichalcum, I
Yep.
believe it's
Or
called.
Falcon.
Um, and orichalcum basically is like oil for our world. It's wreaking havoc on the oceans and all the life in the oceans and raising sea temperatures and causing all types of mayhem. So yeah, that's kind of like my little spiel or synopsis on it. Yeah,
Yep. And come to find out that Aura Calcum in a person every time that Black Manta takes or touches the new trident, you see the green trident, he is possessed by King Atlan's brother, who is also a king, and
hmm
use orichalcum to gain more power. But yeah,
yeah,
that's the gist. That's the synopsis of this movie. Um, was it great? No,
Mhm.
um, but it was good. If you like the first Aquaman movie, you will like this movie. Straight up, I'm not going to tell you no other thing that. Like the
yeah,
first one, you'll like this one. If you didn't like the first one, you're not gonna like this one. It followed the along really well. I really like that they brought back Patrick Wilson,
yeah,
and seeing that kind of brother relationship between him and Aquaman, his character come to life. They brought back most of the main cast for the first one, except our guy William Defoe, who
yeah,
was definitely missed in this movie.
yeah. Amazing
Other,
actor.
huh?
No, I said amazing actor.
Yep, yep, yep. So again, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I expect this movie to be trash, and the reason why I expect it to be trash because this movie has gone through a ton of reshoots, a bunch of script changes, everything, right? And I expect this movie to be terrible, but it wasn't. You
hmm
know, James Wan really came in with the same vision he had for the last movie, the same directorial vision, cinematography he had in the first movie, brought it back to life. It felt like a smooth transition from the part one to part two.
Yeah,
Do I think Jason Momoa is the best Aquaman? No. I would much rather see Jason Momoa be who he's been born to be, and then we all, most of us fanboys, and everyone was saying it. And I'm gonna say it on tier for everyone to hear me, Lobo. And even he said it recently when he got the call from Zack Snyder and the team for the do a DC movie. He thought for sure he was gonna be Lobo, and they offered him Aquaman. He's like, this guy, there's no way. But I do like that they made Aquaman a little more edgier.
Yeah,
I would much rather see the more regal, kingly Arthur Curry, Aquaman in the movies. Um, we're not getting that.
yeah.
What's your thoughts, man?
Um, I agree with you. I feel like he would be the perfect pick for Lobo, which makes me feel good because that means that he knows comics, or at least a little bit more than the average comic casual. So he appreciates good content, and I feel like he would create good content as the character of Lobo. I like his rendition or his portrayal of Arthur Curry as Aquaman.
I do
um,
too.
the only thing I don't like really when he's playing Aquaman is his fighting style. He kind of fights like a brute almost. Like,
Yeah, he's a brawler. He's a
yeah,
real brawler, and that's why I think he'll be better at Lobo. Like
yeah,
Lobo is hands down his person, and he is
yeah,
very brutish in this movie,
yeah,
especially with the fact that he was secretly trained by Vocal,
yeah,
um, who was also an Atlantean warrior, and he was secretly trained by him to, access his Atlantean powers. You would
yeah,
think he would have more of pizzazz when it came to fighting
yeah,
and just throwing haymakers.
yeah.
um, I mean, there's not much to say about the movie from my end, bro. What's your thoughts, man?
I mean, I'm kind of on the same boat. Like, there's not much to say. I mean, it's coming to an end, so there's really not much. Like,
To
there's not
build
much.
up on or any excitement, even the end credit scene where if you can see the movie, there's a reason why the end credit scene is he's doing this thing at the end credit scene. Not gonna spoil it. Uh, my mom
Yeah,
was saying he had a cockroach in his brother, but his brother told him it was the shrimp of the sea, shrimp of the land, and he
yeah,
ate it thinking it was yeah, not a great end credit scene. But again, there's nothing to build up to it. Like prior to this movie being rewritten and James Gunn taking the realm of DC, there was supposed to be scenes with Ben Affleck's Batman. He did a few scenes for the movie. So I think the movie was meant to be in a different direction, but it didn't go that way. You know what? I said this is the best superhero movie that came out this year. I also forgot the Flash.
that is true.
The Flash was done really well too. So the Flash was really done well. Say what it is. Say what you want about. And I forgot Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was decent too.
Jeez.
Huh?
No, I was saying, geez, like
I
we
forgot about those movies, man. Like so, I gotta correct my statement.
yeah,
I think DC had a decent year, bro. Naming those three movies, DC had a
they did.
solid year, man.
And I think of the three, they ended on a good note. I feel like them putting Aquaman as the last, you know, entry for DCU, I feel like it was a smart move. Um,
Yeah, I think so too. Although they said Blue Beetle will be in the new DC, um,
yeah,
hence the reason we didn't see anyone else. That's one of the most slept on movies this year, though. Blue Beetle was very, very slept on. Um, but again, a lot of confusion with the DC universe, especially
yeah,
with James Gunn taking the realm, and I can see why. The
yeah,
Flash, say what you want, say what you will. It was good, but the worst part of the movie was Ezra Miller because
yeah,
he is a real life person.
yeah. The
It's
horrible things.
he's a horrible human being. So that's why the movie didn't do well. But
Yeah,
Jason Momoa doesn't have all those things. He's built up um, a very great acting pool for us to watch in the most
yeah,
recent years, and we've been following his character since Batman v Superman, and just to see his character again was very exciting. Liked the movie. Yeah.
yeah. So you want to do like a quick run through of what happens, or
Yeah, yeah. So what happens is he has a kid, he has a wife. Manta gets all his power, makes him stronger. They're fighting through the movie. He goes to Atlantis to take over, try to destroy Atlantis. We already went over this, didn't we? In a
I
synopsis.
gave I gave a little bit, but I didn't really like finish it out. Um,
Okay, go ahead, finish it up.
so yeah, David Kane, wants to get revenge. He gets the Black Trident. The part I forgot to mention is that Arthur goes to get his brother Orm, break
Out
him
of
out of
prison.
break him out of prison, and basically, um, trying to think what happens after that. Um, Orm learns about Cordax from his brother King Atlan, uh, ruler of the Lost Kingdom, and then he learns about the blood magic that has to be done also to release his
Yep.
brother. So David ends up kidnapping Arthur's son, which we all know is a big no-no. You don't mess with the family.
Bro, that was the dopest scene, bro, when he got
Yeah,
his son, bro.
yeah,
When he got his son, and he was like, "Get your hands off my son." I was like,
yeah,
"Yo," I felt the energy, bro. I
yeah,
guess I'm a dad, so like, I
yeah,
felt that. I felt that, bro. And he
yeah.
flexed on him, bro. Yo,
You touch the family.
yeah,
I
man.
honestly feel like he took it easier on him, knowing that he was going for his son. He took it easy on him.
I
Um,
don't know, man. When he lost the powers, bro, when he bent that arm back and smacked him, I don't know how easy that was. But
well,
again, at the end of the movie, when he tried to save him, it showed growth
yeah,
for Black Panther. I mean, not Black Panther.
yeah,
So show growth for Aquaman's character. Because the first movie he was like, let the sea save him. Basically let the sea decide. Right
yeah.
when it came to his pops. Uh, but other than that, man, yeah,
It wasn't bad.
wasn't
Wasn't
bad.
bad.
Wasn't bad.
Good action. Um, except for when he's like you said, throwing like random haymakers. Was decent action.
A lot of
Cinematography,
comedy,
yeah,
especially when Orm went up to fight like the Black Manta. He was like, "Yo, he's still a surface roller. He's not strong." He said,
yeah,
"Yo." Then like Aquaman was like, "Yo, he's stronger, bro." He's like, "Man, he's still the surface roller." He walks over there and he starts to do his thing. He's just punched back,
yeah,
stiff, stiff, bro. That was the funniest thing. I'm like,
yeah.
he's
I,
like, "I told you he's stronger." And just the banter between him and his character, like him between Arthur and Orm.
yeah.
Them trying to build a brotherly relationship. The one thing I will say I wish I would have seen in the movie is that Orm was able to hold Arthur Jr. I would have liked to seen that.
I mean, we don't know if they're gonna recycle these characters in the new iteration of the DCEU.
Well,
Uh,
James Gunn did say that no matter what, Jason Momoa is going to replace DC.
yeah.
So Lobo,
I mean, is Patrick Wilson gonna be there, or like how are they gonna tell these stories, or are they gonna use any of the same superheroes? Besides Superman, obviously, and Batman. Uh, can't do anything without those two. Um, but yeah, like, are any of these other characters going to see the light of day? Is my question. So
so James Gunn left it up in the air for the Aquaman universe, at
yeah,
least because it was planned for 3 movies with Aquaman. Right? I'm pretty sure Jason Momoa signed on for 3 solo films. So it left them in the air for the movies.
hmm
But we all know how contracts go. Terrence Howard. Um,
yeah, yeah,
it doesn't always go the way we think they're going to go.
yeah.
Um, Very messed up about Terrence Howard, by the way. I really like this version of what's the guy's name? What's the guy's name in
Okay.
Marvel? War Machine. I really liked War Machine. I like Terrence Howard's version of War Machine. Honestly, love Don Cheadle, but I really wish I could have seen more Terrence Howard. Sorry, I sidetracked. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, I just hope that with the new DCU that everything goes well. Again, I feel like it ended on a good note. You know, I'm not going to bash the DCU like a lot of people have, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We got till 2025, I believe, before we get anything.
We get the Superman
Um,
movie. Was it Superman Legacy? I think it's called.
yeah, Superman Legacy, and then what
Batman,
else?
Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
We're also going to get Batman, the Batman Part 2 at some point. Next year in 2024, we're going to get the Penguin, his miniseries on HBO Max. No,
yeah,
sorry, it's not HBO Max anymore. It's called Max. I stand correct. It's called Max now, y'all. And that's going to be dope. We have a lot happening with DC coming. And the only Marvel movie coming out next year is, as of right now, it has been stated, Deadpool 2, which everyone is excited for. I'm super excited for it.
yeah.
Uh,
Deadpool 3.
yeah, 3. I said 2, right?
Yeah,
3. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, that's it, man. Let's see what the critics are saying about this movie, bro. Oh, sorry, we got a trailer, not trailer. We got a scene here
all
when they're
good.
going to see. Hey, yo, did you feel like really like when you saw Kingfish or whatever he was, like really like Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, that's
What
what
real Jabba the Hutt is, bro? I was like,
I didn't like the design. Yeah, I didn't like the design, but yeah, that gave off.
I was like, man, Jabba the Hutt, like like it was funny, man. When you see these movies, man, like you can see the influence of George Lucas in these movies, man. Like even the
Yeah,
weird scenes like this. Yeah.
yeah,
So side note, uh,
all good.
we
Um,
missed the critic rating. What I believe the rating for IMDb was what?
uh, it's missing. Let me see. Let me try to pull that up real quick.
I got it,
Um,
bro. I think I have it. 6.0.
6.0. Okay,
Rotten
I guess that's
Tomatoes.
okay.
What is Rotten Tomatoes, bro?
I guess that's okay. Rotten Tomatoes is 35%. I feel like that's a little bit low.
I think it was like ridiculously low because it wasn't that bad of a movie. It just wasn't. It's not a masterpiece. It's not phenomenal. It's a good movie, right? So it's all right. I don't agree with the Rotten Tomatoes one, but Fandango 79%. I think
Yeah,
that's very accurate, and of course IGN six
that is
out of
cool.
10.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah. So man, as always, it's time for my favorite part of every episode. It's time for the real guys rank.
All right, let's see what we got.
All right, E, what you got for me, bruh?
So for me, I gave it for pacing a 6.5 out of 10. A little below average. It wasn't hard to follow. It wasn't hard to follow. I just feel like the story was kind of light, if I could say. I don't feel like it, was, a really captivating story. It was kind of like, okay, like this is our last one. This is what we're gonna hit them with, and that was it. So 6.5 out of 10. Cast 7.5 out of 10. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could have rated it a little bit higher because you've got some good actors in there. Jason Momoa, hasn't done too much, so yeah, I feel like he's okay. Not
Did you
Jason
watch
Momoa.
C the series C on Apple?
Yeah, see,
He killed that, bro.
um, but he's not really known like for like compelling roles. He's more known for like action and those types of things. Um, he wasn't Game of Thrones, but he didn't really say much, in that.
He didn't.
Uh, but yeah, Patrick Wilson, of course, great actor. He's in the Conjuring franchise, also in the Insidious franchise. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, good actor. Um, Amber Heard, I'm not going to say much about her.
Please
Um,
don't.
yeah, Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman, of course, one of the goats. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Cinematography, 7 out of 10. It was passing. It wasn't amazing, but it was befitting for the film. Storyline, again, 7 out of 10. I felt like it was just you know something that they threw together just to end it on a good note,
Yep.
and it was acceptable. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, so we got a 7 out of 10 reels for my man E. Okay, pretty good fair rating on that one. For me, pacing, I gave it higher than E. 7 out of 10 reels. Why? It was good. Got action real quick. It was really good pacing. Kept you interested. No parts of like, I want to get out of the theater and go get a drink refill or get another snack. It
Yeah,
had a good pacing to it, right? Kept you in your seat. Cast 7.5 out of 10. Again, I agree with E. I probably could have rated it a little higher, but I guess because I've already seen this cast already, and it wasn't really much more nuances to it, and no one really brought the character even more to life for me. I just felt like it was just deserved that.
yeah,
Cinematography 7 out of 10. Again, same director, same lens. It felt like he just transitioned right onto this one, right? Um, Storyline 7 out of 10 altogether because I gave it a higher pacing. I'm higher than E by 1.1, so I'm at a 7.1 out of 10 reels for this movie. I do want to know. I think it shows you that they have a different vision for this movie, or there's I think moving forward for Aquaman. And the reason why I say this, he never once mentioned any other superheroes in this entire movie.
yeah,
In the other movies, he kind of name dropped people, or you felt like you knew they were in the universe. In this movie, you didn't feel like Superman was in the universe. You didn't feel
yeah,
like Batman was in the universe. You didn't feel like Wonder Woman was in the universe, right? And the reason why I say that is because he never mentioned it, or like, you're about to go to war with this guy who's trying to kill you and your family. You didn't have not one person watch your dad's house.
yeah,
So that's what I meant by that. So it just didn't feel. So I think they have a different vision moving
yeah,
forward for Aquaman. So
yeah.
my
This
favorite
was
question to ask you, E, would you recommend this movie?
I would recommend it. I would. If you're, just a casual, movie fan, if you're a comic, person, I would recommend it. Give it a watch. I think you'll get some good laughs. I think it had good action. Yeah, just support the film since again it's going to be DC's last one until they revamp and relaunch the universe. So yeah,
Yeah, that's again. I agree with you. Everything you just said. Give it a watch. Give it a whirl. Whether you wait for streaming, whether you go to theaters and see it, just go check it out. Not a lot of great. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. A lot more drama heavy right now. Like
yeah,
Ferrari's out, Iron Claw's out. We have a lot of these drama movies out right now that are great watches that need to be watched. Right.
yeah,
Um. So, but if you're just not in the mood for that, you want something a little bit more lighthearted, I guess, in a way, action and some cool colors. Check it out. I think it's
yeah.
a decent movie. I think it's a good movie to watch. Um, Jason Momoa. If you got a girl probably likes Jason Momoa. Take her to go see the guy. Ah man, so I recommend this movie absolutely. But yeah, man, I think that's it for this episode, bro. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, oh yeah, by the way, I mentioned in the last episode. Did I rate Old Tomahawk higher than Rebel Moon? I did. So I recommend Bone Tomahawk over Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
No, I did not like Bone Tomahawk. That says a lot. So, man, as always, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stay in them. This is Kevin. That's E. This is real life reviews. We're the real guys. And as we always like to say, remember, life's a movie. Enjoy it while you're here.
Until next time.
Till next time. Happy holidays. We will catch you guys, ladies, boys, girls, name them in the new year. Have a
Yep.
happy new year. Be blessed. Be safe. We'll see you soon.
Well,